knows what will happen. Spawning, ladies and gentlemen, in the top left-hand position of Acheron Wastes. Red Protoss player. He is undoubtedly the favorite here after winning Sunday's qualifier. Don't forget, you earn points at the end of the 6 qualifiers to get prizes as well as those BYOC tickets to Insomnia 49, so playing in multiple ones, highly encouraged here. Let's see if he can win 2 in a row. He'll have to get past some stiff competition. It is Dignitas DreaM. And his opponent spawning in the bottom right-hand position is the green Protoss, representing Team Last Resort. He is none other than SouL.
Now, I really liked your introductions, Josa, because it gave me time to not only have some tea, but also eat some biscuits.
Have some biscuits. Yeah.
I know, it was awesome. I really like your long, drawn-out, detailed intros, because you put not only your heart and soul and passion into them, but it gives your co-caster such an amazing chance to grab a drink and have a little munch.
I didn't think about that before.
I know, just like good guy Josa.
I'm happy that you can appreciate it. Like, some of the viewers might be going, wow, that was a cool intro. But actually, some people got it, and they were like, wow, while this nerd random dude is blathering on for 30 seconds, I'm gonna go grab myself something to eat. They obviously have the right idea.
Your co-caster does, that's for sure.
I'm so special now.
Anyway, we do have the probe coming across the map, which doesn't give too much description because this is a Protoss v Protoss, so I should probably tell you it's SouL's probe that's coming out to scout. DreaM, he's not scouting, he's getting up 2 assimilators, 2 probes in each, and he's just playing it fairly normal. Meanwhile though, so SouL. His gas was out a tiny bit quicker. He's precisely, well, he's not ahead anymore. He was ahead a little bit in gas, but now they're exactly equal, so never mind. Everything I was going to say is now a lie. It's ruined it for me, Josa.
2 probes in gas for each of these guys, by the way. These openings are exactly equal thus far. So we'll keep an eye out for what's going on. DreaM is going to be going for an initial Zealot, though. And as we can see, SouL has decided not to produce one himself. So he's waiting for his cybernetics core to immediately get out of first. Yep, and there's the second gateway. So what's likely to happen here is we should see those Stalkers chrono boosted. 2 out of the first gateway, 1 out of the second. We're going to put on just a little bit of pressure with these 3 Stalkers here. And wow, okay, so DreaM here going to be going for a pretty early Nexus.
This is a very early Nexus in PvP, and if he can hold it, guess what? He's going to be in an amazing spot, but thy who expandeth first, dieth first, is so they wrote in the Protoss handbook.
Oh, so they wrote in the Wings of Liberty Protoss handbook, I have to say. And SouL, oh goodness gracious me, SouL, who walked straight out of the main and didn't see the natural expansion and leaves. So here's what I wanted to say earlier. In Wings of Liberty especially, he who expandeth first dieth first, and that tended to generally just be the case. However, now with the Mothership Core in play, and don't forget DreaM got his Mothership Core significantly earlier, the idea is that he will have Photon Overcharge available to hold off an early push to the point where he can get enough units to defend it out himself. This is what DreaM is going to be counting on here, although I have to say, considering SouL hasn't scouted the natural, that's icing on the cake, definitely.
Yeah, he's not even being super aggressive. He's just like, well, I'm going to check around with my Stalkers, have a little look. This is giving DreaM all the time in the world to get down not only 2 additional gateways, but now his robotics facility as well. 3 gates are going to be warping in compared to the 2 plus a Stargate of SouL. That means that DreaM is going to have no trouble defending this natural, and that's great news for the Dignitas player. He's going to be able to pump out double the probes. Theoretically, get double the income, double the units out there for, double the upgrades, double everything. Unless, of course, this Oracle kills everything.
And SouL must be a little bit disheartened when the probe went up into the natural expansion just now. Ooh, as DreaM scouting probe gets picked off there, and saw that the natural was already complete in mining as he put down his own Nexus. He must be thinking, well, exactly how far behind am I? I need to really work this out. So I expect to see a little bit more aggression coming out of SouL, at least in terms of scouting in the next minute or 2, to really gauge the size of DreaM's army and decide whether timing is possible.
Now, 3 Stalkers are going to start marching forward, but they're going to be coming up against quite a considerable force actually here for DreaM already. He is just warping in quite steadily. A couple of the gateways coming off cooldown again, but the Stalkers going to be trying to make their way forward. Photon Overcharge still an option, and that is exactly what DreaM's going to trigger. Just to be on the safe side. He doesn't quite have enough to engage 3 Stalkers directly. Needs to keep the sentries actually closer to the main to try and prevent SouL from just walking up there though.
And Mothership Core taking out a unit here by the natural expansion, so SouL going to be defending his own base. But if we take a look at the work supply, guys, DreaM is ahead, not by too much though. It's 35 to 33, so if this Oracle comes in from SouL and does a decent amount of damage, this could change things up quite a bit. DreaM, of course, known for his own Oracle play, but look at that. Stalker's already in place, and SouL's Oracle unable to get a word in edgeways.
Yeah, that was a real big shutdown, and of course a lot was committed to that. However, regardless of those facts and the fact that this the natural came down so much quicker for DreaM, the working count's actually exactly equal. SouL is about to get ahead because DreaM has cut probe production. He's getting out a lot more units and is going to start trying to apply some pressure.
Alright, so, ooh, very, very nice. Picking off, almost picking off the Oracle, rather, in the middle of the map. They're still managing to move out of the way just in time. 2 Stalkers left in the mineral line to try and pick off this Oracle. It looks like it's going to die. How many probes are going down here? 3 by the looks of things. 5 total workers killed this game. But now DreaM is launching his attack. He's cut probes, like you mentioned, and he is looking to take this natural by storm. Can he do it with the Immortal there, though?
Yeah, the Immortal's a bit of a problem. There are reinforcements coming in behind this, though, plus a Time Warp could help. There's not very many Gateway units supporting this. More units coming across here for DreaM. He's got the Proxy Pylon down, warping in some more Zealots. He's currently on 5 gates of production up against 2. That is a big advantage, but the second Immortal is about to pop out. Photon Overcharge being triggered here. DreaM needs to be careful. He also needs to get rid of these Immortals. 1 Immortal you can deal with. 2 is difficult. 3, you're going to be in a very
if he picks this up
position.
on the ramp. Okay, good force field there. He might have even been able to try and ambush it on the bottom of the ramp. I don't think that force field was necessary, but he just wanted to be very careful. DreaM continuing to warp in more units. A lot of Zealots coming down at that forward pylon. I think once Photon Overcharge complete, he might be looking at doing this natural expansion here while keeping the second Immortal up at the top of the ramp. That's going to be quite important too. If we take a look at the army supply, guys, it's 47 to 28 in favor of DreaM right now. So SouL is hanging on at the natural, but he needs to make sure he keeps these Immortals alive.
Smart move as well by SouL. He's getting down a void wave. There's the force field, just as you said, trying to zone out that Immortal. The natural is potentially in a bit of a tough spot. The Immortal getting caught by that Time Warp. Double force field means that it cannot escape. One going to get taken down, but there are 2 Immortals up on the high ground. They're getting focused down too. But unfortunately, none of the Immortals are yet dying, and that is a problem for DreaM because that means they're dishing out a huge amount of DPS. They have all fallen now. Things are looking very good for the Dignitas player. He is still pushing forward. The Time Warps have been good. The units taken out. SouL, GG, and DreaM takes game number 1.